guys, welcome back to this Katie fashion design. In this tutorial guys, I'm going to show you how to make this lovely bubble dress, which is called kaftan dress. So it's very easy, quick and precise. So here I have my tape measurement, my chalk, my scissors, my ruler, and my interfacing here, and my beautiful decorated piece, and also this lovely gorgeous beautiful African print. I have 2 years of this. So guys, if you're finding this channel very interesting and very helpful for you also, please to hit that subscribe button, that notification bells. Okay guys, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So guys, welcome back again. So here I have my fabric. I have my fabric folded into two. So I have two of them, okay? One for the front and one for the back. And my fabric guys is on the wrong side. So I'm going to fold it this into two for this. So and how it's folded. So now guys, take my measurements. So guys, as you can see, this line goes straight across. I rule an horizontal line straight across this way, and this we're going to be representing my shoulder line. So off of my shoulder guys is 17 divided by 2 give me 8.5 inches, and I go ahead to mark my 8.5 inches on that line. This is what I have. So from here to here, from that 8.5 inches, whatever remain and left over is going to be my sleeve length. So my sleeve length is 7 inches here. Okay, so remember guys, this is a together sleeve. You don't have to cut any sleeves attached to this. So this is a cut together sleeve dress. Okay, and from that point now guys, I'm going to mark my neck width. Okay, so I mark 3 inches this way, and for the depth I'm going to mark 4 inches this way, and I rule a straight line as a guide and come this way, and then I go in with my French curve and just go ahead to draw a nice circular shape this way for my neck. Okay, now the next step for the back neck here, so I'm just going to line up my 3 inches. So remember guys, this is a 3 inches this way for the back as well, the neck to it. Okay, for the back panel this way. So on the back I'm going to come down 1 inches. You can come down 1.5 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and use 1 inches for the back. Then I'm going to connect it this way. Okay, right, so this is the back and this is the front panel guys. Okay, so you can actually do it both ways. You can actually mark it from this angle and connect to this point, so you know it is the back. Okay, so you can do it anyway. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to connect. I'm going to come down 1.5 inches this way. You can connect, you can come down 1 inch, you can connect inside. So I'm using 1.5 inches. And then I'm going to, from this neckline here, I'm going to connect to the 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope. Okay, so I rule a straight line connecting my shoulder slope. Okay, so the next step for my shoulder line, I'm going to mark all my measurements. Okay, so for my bust point guys, I'm going to mark 11.5 inches for my bust point, and I roll a horizontal line straight across this way. Now from my waistline, I'm going to mark 17 inches for my waistline. I use a horizontal line straight across. For my hip line, I'm marking 8 inches down, which is 25 inches. Okay, 25 inches down this way. Okay guys, I roll a horizontal line. For the length of my dress, I'm going to mark 40 inches this way on this line. So this is my hemming line. So this is my 40 inches length, and I add one extra inches to that. So this is going to be my hemming purposes. Okay, So this is what I have so far. So I'm going to take all my measurements now, guys, okay? So on my bust line, I'm going to divide in my bust circumferences. My bust circumference is 42 divided by 10.5 inches, and I'm going to add 2 extra inches to that. That will give me 12.5 inches. So this is my bust line. Guys, if you want your one to be fitted, you can do it exactly like this. If you don't want it to be fitted, you can actually go ahead to use your hip circumferences and add 3 or 4 inches extra out there to give it that room, okay? Because I want this dress to be a little bit fitted. That's the reason why I'm using my bust circumferences on this line, exact bust circumferences, okay? And I just give it a little allowance. Now on my waistline is 40 divided by 4, that gives me 10 inches, okay? And I'm going to add 2 extra inches to that. That gives me 12 inches. So I'm going to mark this on this line. So now, guys, on my hip line. So for my hip is 44 divided by 4. That gives me 11 inches. And I'm just going to go ahead to add 2.5 extra inches. So that will give me 13.5 inches on my hip line. And I'm just gonna mark 13.5 inches this way. Okay. So whatever I take on the hip line, I'm gonna just mark it on my hemming line. On both lines. So now, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and connect these lines together. So remember this half an inch, as I said, I'm just going to come in down below a little bit for my armhole, which is 11 inches here. Okay, I'm just going to cut from this point. Okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. So guys, I'm just going to go ahead to cut out. I'm supposed to cut the back panel first. So this is the back, and I'm just going to go ahead this way and cut out the back panel this way. Okay? This is the back panel. Okay, so let's leave it like that. I'm not going to cut the front as yet. I'm just going to come up about half an inch this way. And I'm stitching allowance. As you can see here, I left half an inch here for my stitching allowance. Okay. So I'm just going to remove the back, okay, because I already cut it off. So this is the back panel, guys, as you can see, and it is on the wrong side. So for the front, okay, I'm just going to make that nice little design for the front panel this way. And this is the back panel, guys. So I'm just cutting it off. So for the front panel here, this 4 inches tape that I come down, I'm just going to make that cut out that nice shape. This point here, coming down, there's a little opening at the front panel. Okay. I'm just going to mark 4 inches this way, in half an inch this way, and connect to this part this way. So this is a nice little design. Okay, and this is what I have, this little opening. See the style. Okay, so this is the style. So I'm going to show you what next. So now, guys, I have my fabric folded into 2 this way, and it is on the wrong side. Okay, place and fold. This is the folded edge, and I'm gonna place my fabric this way on that line. Okay, I'm also gonna use my interfacing as well to cut out the neck part. I'm just going to press it out. I'm gonna show you that next to facing for the neck panel. This is what I have. This is my shoulder point. So I'm going to mark right along, okay, from the neckline here. You can go in 3.5 inches deep. So this is my front opening. So this is how the front is going to be looking like. Okay, this is how it will be looking like. And I'm going to go ahead to use my interfacing and do the same. So I'm going to open up my interface. What next? So this is what I have for my interfacing. I'm just going to press it out on my front panel first, guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do that part. So I'm just going to put this aside. Okay, to cover my facing for the back panel. So this is the back. I'm also going to cut out my back. So now, guys, I'm going to cut out the interfacing and fold my fabric here into two. So this is what I have for the back. So you can measure right around the desired length. You just go in and cut it out to the desired shape that you want yours to be. Okay, so this is for my back. Okay, this is what I have for my back. So now, okay, shoulder. So I'm gonna stitch it down this way. Okay, and for the, you can hem it up right around. Okay, so I'm gonna do for the front and the back panel, and then I'm gonna show you what next. So guys, I'm gonna attach a pocket to the side, and the measurement for my pocket here is 7 inches, okay, wide, and the length that I have here is 11.5 inches. So this is gonna be my pocket for the inside, okay, at the side panel. As you can see, I have my decorated piece, and the width that I have here, I have 3.5 inches this way, and you cut out as long as possible that you want. So I'm going to fold it into two this way, and then I'm going to stitch it and decorate it nicely. So I'm going to measure it out and cut it out. Okay, so I have 11.5 inches, and I'm going to cut the longest strip. So this is what I'm going to be having at this sleeve. I'm just going to decorate it and show you what it will look like. Okay, so the first step that I'm going to do is to go ahead to attach my collar. Okay, I'm going to go ahead to join my colors together. So now, guys, this is my front panel here. I go ahead to place my interfacing on the wrong side, and I go ahead to press it out, and this is what it will look like for the front and the back panel. The same procedure. And I net. So I'm gonna place my neck like this. I'm gonna place it right side facing my side, and then I'm gonna just go ahead to stitch this 1/2 inch this way, come down this way, go up, stitch it to the neckline, and then so I'm gonna do for the front and the back panel as the same procedure like what I'm doing the front. I'm gonna do the back neck the same with the back. So just go ahead to do that now, the stitching, and then I'm going to. So guys, I go ahead to stitch it down. This is what I have, as you can see here, right around my neck. So what I'm going to do is go in and notch it all the way around. Okay guys, just go in and notch it. In the center point this way. Notch it, okay guys, for the front and the back panel by notching these right around where I stitched, and then I'm going to turn it right, and then I'm going to turn it over this way, and I'm going to give it a pretty much pressed. Okay, So once I have done that, this is the inner part. Not give it a press, and then I'm going to show you what next, okay, so that you can look at it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead to do for the back, notch it, and then I'm going to turn it over like this. Okay, this is what it will be looking like. Just serge it, or you can just fold it half an inch, stitch it right around, and do for the front and back. So now guys, I go ahead to attach the neckline, and this is what it will be looking like on the wrong side. I stitch it down, so I go ahead to press it out, and this is what I have. So this is the wrong side. So remember, so this is how it will be looking like on the wrong side. It's looking like that. This is lovely. So this is, I go ahead to press it out, and this is the shape that I have for the front neckline. So this is how it will be looking like, very pressed, very neat. Okay, so this is the front panel. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the back. So this is the wrong side, so I go ahead to stitch it down, as you can see, as well for the back, and I flip it over onto the wrong side, and I give it a good press, and this is the back panel. Okay, this is what it will look. So I go ahead to press it out, as you can see, it's very neat, clean finished here. Okay, this is the back and that. So the next step, I'm going to join the front and the back panel together like this, and go ahead to notch it up, stitch it straight across this way. First, you're going to go ahead and pin it down, and then you go ahead and stitch it straight out to the shoulder for the neck, just to give it a clean finish. And then I'm going to do the opposite side for the neck to neck. So this is the front neck, this is the back neck. So you line them up together this way, guys. Okay, and stitch it across, and then stitch it straight across to the end. So now guys, the next step that I'm going to do is to mark this waistline. So my waistline here and 17 inches. Okay, so to attach my pocket, I'm going to just come down 1 inch this way, and 1 inch line, and then from this 1 inch line that I came on from my waistline, I'm just going to this way. Okay, so for my pocket, this is what this is my toe pocket. So what I'm going to do is to place my pocket. Okay, just notch it this way, and notch it where I'm going to insert it in my pocket. Take off it. I'm going to do the opposite the same. So right side facing right side, and I'm going to go ahead to stitch it down, and you're going to have it something looking like this. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead to do that 3.5 inches from my decoration piece for my sleeve. I fold half an inch this way. I go ahead to fold the next half an inch, and I fold it in this way. So the amount that I have to put right around my sleeve is about 1 inch this way, as you can see. Do a nice creative design for this bubudress. So guys, lastly, as you can see, I go ahead to stitch up my sleeve. I go ahead to stitch up my sleeve on both sides, and this is the details at the front and this way. So the first step I'm going to do is to, from the neckline, I'm going to go straight at the tip of the neckline on that marking, and then I'm going to stitch it down and stitch these detail pieces, okay, that I joined. So I'm going to turn it on the wrong side, and then I'm going to stitch up both sides, and then I'm going to do the ending up, fold it in half, and then fold it again this way 1 inch, and then stitch it right around, and then I'm going to show you what I decoration piece into the center, which is the middle point. So I'm starting from the hand, and I'm just going to stitch it down. Okay, remember on both sides, guys, I'm stitching it down. I'm going to show you what next. So guys, I couldn't find any other fabric just to make a big pocket, but I just find this little piece of fabric, this scrap scissors, I decided to use it to decorate my front panel. So I'm going to make a little pocket at the top area of my dress. So this here measures 6.5 inches, okay, and the length is 4.5 inches. And this decorated piece here, I'm just going to stitch it on it and join it together. Fold this a little over 1/4 inch or like this inwards and fold it right around the edges this way to give it that nice design. And I'm going to stitch it. So on the front panel here of my dress, I'm going to mark where I'm going to place my pocket. So I'm going to come down just below about 11.5 inches this way, or 11 inches right here rather, and I'm marking it. And then this, when I attach this, I'm just going to place it this way on it. So guys, this is my final finish of my bubu dress, and this nice detail neckline here, guys, as you can see here. Look at the detail, guys. Look at this neckline here. It's very beautiful, very gorgeous, very clean finish in the inner part, as well as the back panel is very polished. So guys, look at the sleeve, it's attached, and these nice little details at the front panel, guys. I go ahead to do that decorated piece at the front as well, as you can see here. And this nice detail pocket, as you can see, there's a little pocket at the front. And yes, so I have my nice beautiful pocket. This is what it will be looking like, guys. Very beautiful, guys. This is the inside pocket at the side panel, and I also have a split at the side. So it's very detailed, guys. I'm loving it, and it's very pressed out and looking gorgeous. So guys, if you're loving this channel, please to like, hit the subscribe button, share, and turn on your notification bell for more up-to-date videos like these. And I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.